Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged and in my personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal, you guys. So we need to talk about the backlash that is this Trish, Ken, and MARQUEZ storyline and the fakery of it all. And the fans are tired, you guys. So not sure whether or not you watched the episode or you blacked out or you saw clips on social media. But really, the gist of it is, from the things that I saw, this episode felt very filler, and there was way too much time spent on Ken and Trisha. Like, I am not seeing it. They're getting dragged on social media because people are tagging Carlos King and begging Carlos King for these people not to come back next season because it is a drag. So, we have, of course, Trish. We have a scene with Trish and Ken recapping the girls' trip. Of course, Mel, like I said in a previous video, unnecessarily comes up, and then her and Martell comes up, and then Ken says that he's getting frustrated with all the talk about Trish and Martell. Well, here's the thing. If nothing happened, why is it a constant conversation? And if you were supposed to go train at the gym, why are you going to somebody's house that doesn't have a gym and watching a quote-unquote movie at somebody who is still married at the time? Y'all both were married at the time. Can you make it make sense? And then you're in your feelings about anybody who questions your weird situationship. And, and it's interesting because in this scene, you claim that you guys are trying very hard to say, hey, nothing went on between us until MARQUEZ left. But in a later scene, MARQUEZ said that part of why he left was that he was catching Trish leave chocolate bar comments and all this other stuff on Ken's page and intercepted some sext messages, you guys. So nonetheless, he basically said, why am I here and you're entertaining another man in my house? But nonetheless, we get to more awkwardness, which is the long drawn out scene between MARQUEZ, Trish, and Ken. And really for me, I feel like nothing's resolved. I feel like nothing got accomplished. MARQUEZ, of course, is upset because Ken is like, I'm the man that stepped in. I'm the dad. I'm this, I'm that. I take the kids to this. I do that. I'm doing everything you're not. I love married women with kids. Blah, 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 right? He's on his whole thing. He wants a trophy. He wants a prize for doing what he's supposed to do. And then MARQUEZ, he's trying to basically, on one end, is basically saying, hey, I'm not an absentee father, but then basically said as well that you did leave your family. You did leave your kids, right? And then you went from saying that you moved around the corner from Trish and Ken to then saying you left for ATL altogether, but now currently you're saying that you're back in Huntsville. So I don't know if that's for the show or what that, or for the kids or what that means, right? And so MARQUEZ is like, the kid, his oldest, Isaiah, is going to be in college soon and wants to be there, is about to graduate and this and that. And Ken's like, yeah, it would be nice for you to be there. And then MARQUEZ shocked Trish, you guys, because, and this is where, again, how quote unquote real was this scene? MARQUEZ claims that he had divorce papers for Trish to sign, and Trish did not want to sign them, but reluctantly did sign them, which I found interesting. As much as you bash MARQUEZ in front of Ken, or whenever Ken is in his feelings about MARQUEZ, you did not want to sign those alleged divorce papers, but my question is this. why is quote unquote, what divorce papers were quote unquote being signed if no divorce was filed until September of 2024? Because Stormy said what? The girls' trip was filmed around March, April-ish? So that would mean this scene was filmed around March, April-ish, right? So it took you nearly an additional 6 months, or, like I said, right before the filming of the reunion was going to commence. Do you file for divorce? And Marquez has contested the divorce. So I find it interesting that on the television screen, it is displaying that, finally after this unnecessary, long drawn out conversation, nobody's going to be honest about anything because everybody's trying to look good for TV, but everybody is looking a hot mess in this situation. You think that this divorce is final, everything can be resolved, there could be a co-parenting relationship of sorts sorted out between Marquez and Trish, but no. As of today, Marquez and Trish are still legally married. And she only filed for divorce, you guys, in September of 2024. Right before the filming of the reunion. So again, is this divorce ever going to be finalized? Because Ken desperately wants to marry Trish. He wants to continue his streak of pursuing married women with kids and giving a big FU to the husband, right? So Marquez is interfering with that streak right now. The longer that Marquez and Trish stay married. But my question is, why all the lies on camera? Why all this fake storylines? And the thing is, nobody believes any of these scenes because nobody is buying in to any of this foolishness. Nobody cares. Nobody is seeing it for these people. They are not translating well on reality TV. Carlos King turning this show into side pieces and side chicks of Huntsville isn't the entertainment that you think it is, Carlos. It is actually, again, diminishing the Love and Marriage franchise brand. It is, completely just making these people just look like none of them are millionaires. None of them are entrepreneurs. It looks like all they do all day now is just sit there and talk about each other's marriages and who is and isn't a side piece, and who was or wasn't previously a side piece, and who is still a side piece. And there's no business being discussed, right? Because either the businesses are getting closed and shut down, or you don't want to show the actual people who are working because that would show that actually they're doing something legit besides the show, right? So you'd rather just show the people who are actually working in nothing but mess. And then you couple that with other people in the cast who are desperate for this alleged $300 an episode, that they're willing to say anything and everything on camera, even if it's a flat out lie, just to get some coin. And the viewers are not viewing. The fans are not buying the nonsense. So I don't know where we go from here, but everything that has been played out thus far with this Marquez, Trish, and Ken storyline, and then the Martell component as well, none of it is translating, you guys. None of it is making any sense. None of it is appeasing to anybody. Nobody cares. Ken, you're not getting a prize for doing what you're supposed to do. Marquez, what is going on? Was there cheating or was there not cheating, right? Like, why did you ultimately leave? And ultimately, what were those papers that actually were signed? Were those separation papers? Or, because they definitely weren't divorce papers, because you guys would be divorced by now if that was the case, right? Instead, like I said, Trisha filed for divorce in September of 2024, in which Marquez contested, and they had a court date or whatever, or an upcoming court date. So nonetheless, Why lie to the people, Carlos King? And this is the issue that people have with you. In addition to your cast members exposing the treatment on the set of your shows, you think that the fans are idiots. You think the fans are stupid, but literally you have these same cast members telling you what it is on their Instagrams. Make it make sense. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.